aesthetic is. And then you'll be able to just walk around and see everything that they have laid out on the table. You'll be able to check them out. Some of the people have booths in the exhibitor hall that they'll be able to give you information for where to find them. And everybody should have business cards out, so you'll be able to get a hold of everybody and do commissions, buy stuff. Really great. We're going to start it off with Larksy from Dictator Fantasyland. Lots of fun.
still live? See, I didn't
We're
know.
next to each other.
Yeah. I didn't even know. Great, perfect. So you can find each other right there. So how were you introduced to fashion and kind of the products that you sell?
Actually through my daughter when she was 7 years ago. It was through a mutual friend. She was more into the fashion, and at that time, Alice in Wonderland was really because the movie came out. And Alice was like, oh, let's go do this. So I looked into the fashion, and it's like, oh, this is really cute. This is what I remember years ago, but I didn't know what it was called.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Did you do, after you kind of encountered like the Alice in Wonderland, did you start doing like research and going to conventions, or how'd you?
A lot of it was through the convention, through mutual friends. They had different style. I smell really sweet. Love the pink stuff. Can't wear it. Unfortunately, you know. Have pining away for, okay, maybe in another life that I can actually wear a baby outfit. It's way too sweet for me. So, I mean, now they have changed where it's not so quite sweet. They're coming out with a little bit more classic outfits where, based on my age, I can look decent in it without looking like I'm trying to be a kid. So,
Fair enough. So what products did you start creating when you got around to doing your own brand?
actually, not this one, but your typical Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, okay.
Blue apron, the matching dress.
Okay.
Kind of went from there, then found the Gothic Lolita books, went through that. Didn't learn Japanese, so lots of translation.
Oh yeah, Google Translate.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that doesn't look right. Let's try another website.
Yeah, that was fun. It was hours of just trying to figure out what did they say, realizing that the Asian way of sewing is not the American way of sewing. So that was very interesting.
Definitely. Did you try any of the sewing patterns in the books?
Yes,
Or-
this is actually one of them. This is a modified Lumi there.
Oh, okay.
I'm missing the mouth.
Okay.
The drops. But this was, I think, the fourth attempt. It's not
Okay.
bad, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm a closet designer. I literally sew it. My kids wear it once, I shove it in the closet. Which is bad because, you know, people are saying, oh, you need to show it off a little bit more. Finally, I decided, okay, I need to get it out from the closet and put it in the raw. So here I am.
Fair enough. So do you just started getting tables at conventions and selling that way?
Yeah, I had tables before, but I wasn't really selling outfits. It was more accessories. I had some headpieces, some bows, some rings. But that's the extent of it. I really didn't do dresses at all, except for just for family and friends. Nothing like that. I think my sewing skills with.
Fair enough. Well, so you started out with accessories. Do you still have those in your shop? The different
Some of them. Right now, I end up taking it down because work and life got a little bit too interesting. But I'll probably start it back up. But I need to rebuild the stock. So right now, the store is not active. So I
Okay.
need to start putting up more merchandise up there.
Okay, so do you have like an online store like Store Envy or
It's
Etsy?
an Etsy store.
Okay, what is it under? Where can they find you?
It's a strawberry cream shop.
Okay.
Basically, strawberry cream shop.
Is it CREAM or CREME?
CREME.
There you go.
Okay.
French
There we
cream.
go. Fair enough. Do you have a Facebook page that people can find you on?
Just my personal one. I haven't created one for the store, mainly because since life and work is a little bit too active, I'm not able to keep it up, so I decided not to do it. That's one of the reasons why the store kind of closed down. So we started running around, and it's like we can.
Okay, so the only place that people can find you is going to be, for the most part, at like comic conventions and stuff?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much until I started back the store. I am. I think a lot of people are part of the Lolita community Facebook page, so they know it's I'm there. They see an item. I'm bad at posting photos. But I'm trying to get better. So when I do make something, at least I'll post the photos.
Okay.
Start that way.
So if you're mainly selling at conventions, what sort of conventions do you go to in the like where?
Mostly just animes.
Okay, so like Sabo, are you gonna do any of the rest of the year?
The rest of this year, no. I should be there at Tayo. Not attempting PCC as well. Well, too crazy.
And Tayo in January. Are you gonna be at Konnichiwa in March or?
I have to look.
Okay.
We haven't gone there before, but we may. I'm not sure yet.
Okay, fair enough. That sounds great. Are you gonna be in the fashion show? Are you?
Yes. Not with
Okay.
this outfit. I just have 3, so I'll be wearing one for the stage. So it'll be interesting.
Good. Yay. That'll be great. Are you gonna have? Who do you have a modeling for? You just your.
I have one. I have a friend. She's wearing a cat outfit that I didn't show at PCC, but I'm changing that out. So.
Okay.
And I forgot your name again. Oh my goodness. Dominique. She's wearing my other one, which is a chocolate sprinkle.
Okay. Perfect. That'll be super cute. Are you gonna do any panels? Are you involved for anything else for Sabo? Or are you gonna be at your table?
Mostly at my table. I may be at some of the BJD events. So I'm not sure. Mostly at the table.
All right. Great. Sounds good. Okay.
All right. Thank
So
you.
Strawberry Shop. Find her on Etsy and at her table.
All right. Thank you.
Perfect. All right. And next up, we have Lupita from Chicks Trends. Excited. You look adorable. And comfortable, which I think like trumps everything. Cute. Did you make this?
I did, actually.
That's so cute. I'm gonna mess up. It's Dragonite, right?
No, Charizard.
Charizard. Right, you want to turn? Oh, you got the flame on the tail. That's adorable. And you made that, right?
Yeah.
From scratch.
Yeah.
Do you make your own patterns when you make things like that?
I have one pattern. I had sabotaged one of the cues that I bought just to base it off of the pattern.
Oh, okay.
So I literally just used that one piece.
Okay. Sorry, so you bought one, just deconstructed it, and used
Pretty
it
much, I
for-
just use it
Okay.
for this piece. That's it.
Okay.
Everything else is me.
Fair enough. Well, how did you get into fashion? How did you get into the keyus and the style?
So I first started getting into like anime scenes while like in sophomore year. Didn't really know what these things were called. I actually really enjoyed how they looked. So I was like, hey, maybe I should start making those. I already make my costumes, so I'm like, I want to make one. So my first ones were when I did the tail piece from Naruto series.
Okay.
So I made the 1 tail, 2 tail, 9 tails. Dominique actually had helped me model the 1 tail
Okay, fair enough.
for me. So I made those 3. They came out pretty good as far as the first ones.
Mhm.
And then after that, I just kind of started branching off. I'm like, you know what, I should make different ones. So I started Googling stuff and see if it got made yet. So I made
Okay.
things that have not been made.
Like fill the blank Kigo and see if it like came
Yeah,
up
I
with
was
one
like,
of
did
the images.
anybody make this? No, yes. Okay, I made the first one.
That's really cute. Do you have a booth in the exhibitor?
No, I am
Okay.
actually going to start to sell them
Okay.
in there, but later after con because I want to start making product.
Okay.
For now, this is just like, oh, you want to be in the fashion show? Sure, I'll make 6 of them.
Great. So you're gonna be in the fashion show tomorrow.
Yes, I will be modeling my white rabbit design.
Gosh.
So I have 2 designs that are originally mine. I have not based
Okay.
it off of the character. And I had made one for Diana that's based on her story.
Oh, okay.
So she'll be modeling one of them.
Great. That's really nice. So you find like inspiration that helps, you know.
Yeah, so like when she had told me that the theme was Wonderland, I'm like, okay, I should bust out 2 of them that at least fit the theme.
Mhm.
Because I already had these other ones in mind, so I made White Rabbit and I made Red Queen.
Okay.
And then made hers just because I'm like, hey, do you want to like,
So excited.
help me?
That's really cute. That's gonna be great. What's your most popular item that you like make that you find yourself going back to? Just the thing. Well, is there a particular animal that people like frequently comment on and tell you?
I've
agree with?
not. Well, for the first while, it was a lot of the tail piece where people
Okay.
would like them, but I kind of wanted to branch out from that, so where I'm like, I'm gonna pull them away and then try to do different ones. Like I had made Snorlax, I had made Deadpool, I made Vanellope on Sweets. I had made a kaiju from Pacific Rim.
Nice.
Yeah, they're actually on my slideshow right now.
Oh, okay, perfect. That sounds really good. And then if you don't have a table, do you sell your products at all?
I sell them
Or-
on Etsy mainly
Okay.
right now. Unfortunately, I forgot my cards in my trunk.
Okay, fair. But it's under Chicks Trends,
Yeah,
right?
so CHIX.
And then Trends. Okay, perfect. Do you update that like before the convention and post them as you make them?
Frequently. Like once I have like a design in mind, I'm like, oh, post it.
Okay.
So right now I have 2 Borderlands designs that I want to make, and plus stocking and panty angel designs.
Ooh, that's great. So how many do you make? Do you make them like once a week? You kind of put them on the Etsy shop, or?
If I get in the mood to like start designing, I'll end up posting them like immediately as soon as I finish coloring it.
Mhm.
But a lot of people like to see the product made rather than just drawn, so I kind of stopped posting to where it's just a picture of like, you know what, I'm gonna start making the product and then put it up.
Okay, perfect. And then, where are you going to be during Sabo? Are you running any panels, or are you going to be? Where can people find you if they want to talk to you about?
Probably around the con, because.
Okay. Are you going to be running around in your kigu so they'll be able to find you?
Tomorrow maybe I might later on in the evening, but as far as like during the day, I'll be mainly in cosplay.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. And then you're going to be in the fashion show tomorrow with how many looks did you say? 6. That's okay. I'm really excited. I want to see the Wonderland ones that you made. That sounds amazing. All right, yay. Well, thank you. All right, and then next up we've got Diana from Poison Sugar. Looking so excited.
Not very anything I
Well, cute. So you got everything on your table. All right, so how were you introduced to fashion?
Before I went to any conventions, one of my friends actually had a Gothic Lolita Bible, and I was like, what is this stuff? And I'm not really like a super girly girl person at all. Like I was pretty tomboy, and my real hair is really short, and I wasn't really into any of that, but I really liked the Lolita stuff. It was like the opposite of me, but it was perfect, and I really liked that style. And so once I found that, I started looking into that, like trying to find out. And this was like, I want to say this is like 12 years ago. So, so it wasn't like you could easily find that information like you can now. So
Yeah, there
it
was-
was,
yeah.
it was a little bit harder for me to try and find other Gothic Lolita Bibles and like get my hands on them and stuff. So it was kind of just like going online a little bit and trying to find this other stuff. That was before like brands even thought about doing anything here in the United States, so it was a little bit harder to find stuff.
Did you just start making garments like just for yourself, or did you start
Yeah.
kind of creating them?
I did it like the stupidest way possible, which is I bought the Gothic Lolita Bibles and then like tried to figure out how to make the patterns, and I didn't really know how to sew, so that was genius. And I just kind of taught myself how to sew so that I could make Lolita stuff. Like I didn't care about making anything else. I just wanted to make Lolita stuff.
You didn't start with like the pajama
No,
pants
I
and
was
like
like,
the
pillowcases,
the tote
what?
bag. Yeah, no.
One piece is all of it.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. So yeah.
Fair enough. Nice. And then how long have you been going to conventions and kind of setting up a booth and selling your dresses?
Since 2010. So I've been like an official licensed seller person since 2010. So that's 4 years.
Okay, nice. Did you do stuff on? Did you have like a shop on Etsy beforehand, or?
Yeah, not really. I mean, I had been a vendor at a couple of conventions before I actually like opened up a store online. And I have an Etsy and I have a store NB, but there's actually nothing on my store NB. So it's always funny because people will follow it and I'm like, there's nothing on here yet. But I'm probably going to be moving everything over to the store NB site because I also want to start selling like tights and some other accessories that I don't actually make. So it'll be like a combination of all the things that I make and then accessories that could go with them,
Okay.
so that I can actually put it on the store NB site instead.
Okay. Do you know when you're going to be updating that? When you're going to? Be
Probably after this con is when I'll actually start moving everything over. My Etsy store has been closed for a while for various reasons that I won't go into, but so right now it's closed, and that way I can just take everything off of it and move it over there.
Okay. Very nice. And then how many dresses do you have like made that you can sell? Because you have a booth in the exhibitor hall.
I do. I probably have over 30 things, 30 dresses. So in the show tomorrow, I'll have 19. And that's just because it's hard to find people to wear everything in the right sizes and all of that stuff. And then packing 19 outfits, so like 30 outfits is way more packing than anyone wants to do. So, yeah.
And then do you have like any sort of like a favorite garment, something that you've made that you just really loved? Or
Lolita right now is so focused on prints, and I know like prints are awesome, but what I'm trying to focus on a lot right now is bringing not just having cool prints, but bringing a little bit more of like texture and some more design elements to it, so it's not just like a tank dress with a flared skirt, that there's a lot more to going on in that outfit. So if you come to the fashion show tomorrow, you kind of see some of the like flip pleats and some other different things that I've tried to incorporate into the outfits to make them a little bit more like not just standard Lolita. So I want to start kind of making Lolita my own. I mean, like that's what I've been doing, but
but like kind of taking it your own direction.
yeah, so it's things you don't always see, but still staying within the style.
Okay. Well, what are some things that you usually combine with Lolita? Where do you look for your inspiration when you start designing your garments?
I collect all of the Gothic Lolita pattern books. So I have every single one of them that's ever been made, which is ridiculous. So since 2003 they started making them, so I have the whole set, and it's interesting to like go back to what they were wearing in like 2003 in Gothic Lolita patterns. Like it's pretty crazy. Yeah. And I actually have a blog online where I'm making every single one of the patterns from all of the books. So because I'm insane, and I think I'm on like book 2. You know, I'm ambitious like that. But
You're your own Julia child.
yeah. Well, no, I thought it would be really fun to take the patterns and update them. So like I started with the 0 book from like way back, and then when I make stuff, I try and make it still relevant to what's popular now. So it's kind of fun, and because I just could post my progress, and while I'm doing that, I also post like sewing tips and other stuff that's going on with it.
Nice.
So,
Where can we find that? Where is that on Blogspot?
It's on. Yeah, you'd think I would know this. It's on. I think
Blogspot.
Yeah. If you go to, I have a Facebook page, and there's a link on my Facebook page to the blog and my Etsy store.
Underneath Poison Sugar?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you go to Poison Sugar on Facebook, all the links are there.
Okay, nice. So do you try and incorporate like the older Lolita styles, because when it first started, like there was no prints, there was just ruffles and lace and bows everywhere.
Yeah. Right now,
do you try and incorporate that into your new styles? Or?
I've done that before, where like they had like the big square bibs and stuff, and like I've done a couple like names where I try and incorporate it, and no one's ever been like, that's really old school. They've always appreciated it and thought it actually looked really cool. And like right now, I'm like this huge bib fan. I don't know what's going on with me, but like all of the like not like baby bibs, but like the sewed on like bibs with the collars and stuff. Like I love being able to do so many different things with that, because you can incorporate all this lace and techniques and different patterns and different things, and like it can really make even the same design look really different if you alter the bib that's on the front. So that's like my thing right now.
Nice. Well, when you make like a different like style, like a bib or like a certain style of dress, do you only make it one time, or do you make it multiple times with like different fabrics or the same fabric?
It depends. Like the one on my table, the little halter dress that's brown, I actually made 3 of those, and like I'm like a fabric junkie, and so like so a lot of times when I'll find, especially if it's a Japanese fabric, because most of my fabric is imported, and so if I find like a really cool Japanese print that I like, I try and buy it like in different colors, because I know it'll be gone probably in like a couple of months and I won't be able to get it again. So if I buy like fabric that's all different colors with the same print, then I like to make a series of dresses that are the same but they're different colors. And then I like to show them together in the fashion shows, because you can see the different print styles. But I don't do that too often, and I hardly ever make 2 of the same dress, like ever.
Okay.
So
it's all one of a kind.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Do you do any sort of commissions?
I used to do a lot more, and now it's kind of like I'm a teacher, so usually like the summer is when I do commissions, and then when I'm working, it's much harder to get anything done besides the stuff I do for myself. So.
Okay, so you kind of have you're just at like the
Yeah,
end
like
of
summertime.
your
This
season.
is the-
Okay.
yeah.
If somebody wanted to get a commission from you, when's the perfect time to kind of talk to you about it to get it started?
They could talk to me anytime, and I could slot them in for the summer. So I've had people that talk to me like months in advance, and I just schedule them in for the summertime slot, and then we just stay in contact. So.
Okay, fair enough. And then, so where is your booth in the exhibitor hall?
My booth it's like when you first walk, it's 217, but that means nothing to anybody, so it's like, yeah.
It's the second row from the
It's
left.
like, yeah, it's like when you first walk in, it's the second row from the left, and like you go down, there's like the art book guy, and we're like the giant art book wall, and we're like right behind that wall.
You're right.
We are that giant wall of books where you can't see behind it, we're behind it.
Okay. Well, you've got a big poster with like your...
Yeah, I have a
logos.
banner at the top,
Okay.
and
You're all set up for that. And then where are you going to be at Sabo? Are you going to be at your table? And then what else are you doing?
so I'm doing the fashion show tomorrow, and then I'm actually both the Japanese culture manager for Saboten and the costume manager for Saboten, so I'm busy.
Busy.
And but I'm also doing some workshops on Monday. So if you want to do an Iron Lolita challenge, where they're miniature dress forms, and you build a Lolita outfit on them, and the best one gets a prize. And then after that, I'm actually hosting a workshop where you can make a flower crown, just like the ones that I sell at my table, and it's $10, and I'll give you all the supplies, and you can make a flower crown to take home with you. So, and hang out with me.
It's pretty cool.
Just kidding.
We get pretty crazy in those workshops.
Yeah, they're fun.